This is the last method from the component lifecycle. The name is ngOnDestroy, and this method will get called just before the Angular will destroy the instance of a particular component. Suppose a selector of a component that you are using in your page that is no longer used. And how this will happen? Suppose you are navigated to a different page. Then in that scenario, that component will not be in use. In that scenario, the Angular will destroy the instance of that particular component. And this method will get called just before the Angular will destroy that instance. Now let's see how it will work in the bookstore application. We are using this same bookstore application, and this application is running by using the ngSer command, and here is the browser. It is working fine over here. Now on this home page we are having two components. The first component is available inside this public components. We have home. This is the first component, and inside this component we are using one more component, that is the child component, and which is this app authors. Inside this app authors also we are passing app authors address. So basically we are using three components on this first page. Now let's start with the first one, and we will start with this home component. So let's understand that I'm on this home page. On this home page, Angular has created three instances for us. First is this home component, second is this child component, and third is this author's address component. Now if I will navigate to some other page, for example this all books, then on this page the Angular first will destroy the instance of all those three pages, and then the Angular will create the instance of this particular page. Let's implement the onDestroy method and see how it works. Here we are on the home component, and this thing is applicable for all the components. So here I'm writing onDestroy. This one, let's implement this interface. So here we are, implement interface onDestroy. Here it is. So let's put a console method over here, console.log, and here I'm writing home component destroy. Just save all the changes and go back to the browser. Open this developer tool. So just right click on this page and choose this inspect. Navigate to the console section. Here we are. As of now you will see we are not having that message over here. Let's remove everything and just navigate to some other page. For example, I'm going to this all books. Here you can see what we have. We are having this home component destroy. Okay, you can implement the same methods in the child component as well. Let's do that also. So here I'm just going to copy this message, go to the child component. This is the shared components authors. Here we are, and here let's use one more interface, that is the onDestroy, and let's just implement it. So here I'm just putting that method like this, and here just update the console message. I'm writing authors component destroy. Save all the changes, go back to the browser, navigate to the home page because the message is written on this home page. Clean everything and just navigate to some other page. We are having two messages. First is this authors component destroy, and the second is home component destroy. So first the instance of the child component will get destroyed, and then the parent component instance will get destroyed. Now we are sure that this method will get called just before the Angular will destroy the instance. But what is the use of this method? What code should we write inside this method? There are a couple of scenarios in your Angular application. First is if you are dealing with the observables in your Angular application, and I believe in almost all the applications you have to deal with the observables, and if you are subscribing those observables in your component, then at the end you have to unsubscribe all of them manually, and that can be done only inside the ngOnDestroy method. The second example is if you are using any kind of intervals in your application, then you have to manually clear them, and ngOnDestroy is the best place to perform this operation. Third is if you are attaching any events to your HTML, then you can also clear them inside this method. Remember, this ngOnDestroy is one of the most important method if you are having the memory leak in your Angular application. If your customers are reporting that the Angular application is slow after using for few time or few hours or just few minutes, then there is definitely some memory leak, and that memory leak is just because there is something that is running although Angular has removed the instance, but but some of the things are not destroyed by Angular. We have to kill them manually. Let's understand how it will work with a real-time example. Let's go to this home component, and on this home component we are having this count property. Let's use that count property on this page also. So here I am just displaying this count property as well. Go to the home page over here. So here you can see that this is 0, or let's put it in the h1 tag just to see it properly. You can see we are having this 0. Now let's increase its value by using this set interval. So here let's create one more method. Let's call it timer, and in this timer I'm going to use set interval. Here is this method set interval, and inside this method let's just write the implementation. So here we will write the code, and over here we will just put a timer. So let's say here I'm providing 1000, basically that is equal to 1 second, and over here I will increase the value of this count. So I can use this dot count plus plus. What we have, we are having this property, that is this count. It is of number type. We are displaying its value over here on this home component, and we are increasing its value over here inside this timer method. Let's call this timer method from the ngOnInit from this place. So this dot timer. Save all the changes and just go back to the browser. You can see we are having this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everything is working fine, and we are getting these messages from other hooks that we are using in this application. Now let's just comment all of them. So here I'm just commenting everything, or basically we have to comment this checked. Let's say what we have now. You can see it is working fine. Now let's just put a console over here. So here I'm writing console dot log, and here just display its value this dot count. Now we should have that message over here on the browser and also on the console. So you can see this is 1, 2, 3, and this after content checked India, this is coming from some other component, so ignore that one. Here you can see we are getting this one. Now just focus what will happen if I navigate to some other page. Let's say I'm going to this all books. Here I am on this all books, but still that counter is working. You can see that this message after content checked India, this one is not working now because that one has been removed by the Angular, but this set interval is still working. Now just assume that you are having so many things in your component and all of them are working even if you are navigating to some other page. Then definitely there will be some memory leak in your application. And if you are having the memory leak, then the application will get slow by the time. Now let's fix this problem by using the ngOnDestroy method. We are using this timer, so let's create a new variable over here in this component, and we are dealing with this home component. So here I'm writing, we are okay with the private property also because we are not using it on the component. Here I'm writing time, and let's put any over here. Save all the changes. So we are going to assign that value over here in this time. How? This dot time is equals to this one. This will not make any change in your application. So let's say we are on this home page. You can see that this counter is working fine. Navigate to other page. Again you will see it is working over here also. Okay, now we can use the ngOnDestroy method. Here it is, and over here I can use clear interval method. In this clear interval method I can pass this dot time, this one. Just save the changes and go back to the browser. First navigate to the home page. You can see the counter is working fine, we are getting all of them. But if I will navigate to some other page, for example over here all books, then you will see we are not getting any further message over here. It means the timer that was taking some memory, we have destroyed that also, and now everything is super fast. There will not be any kind of memory leak. If your application is having any kind of slowness or the performance issue, then this ngOnDestroy must be the first place to visit. Just check if you are having any observables in your application and you are subscribing them in your component. Make sure to unsubscribe all of them in this ngOnDestroy. And you have already seen this example of this interval, so make sure if you are having these type of scenarios, then just try to kill everything in this ngOnDestroy method.